And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general becoming a better trader. And I share this information with you so you can become a better trader and make more money trading Forex as well as other things if you like. I typically stay out of the crypto field because I'm not a big fan of crypto, but if you like crypto, then hang out. Maybe some of the patterns will still be the same because the charts are still the same with crypto, whether you're using Bollinger Bands or RSI or any combination of thereof to make those things work. So with that, let's but it is possible for you to lose money in crypto. I know because I have lost money in crypto before, and I've also made a lot of money in crypto too. So there's the two extremes. So since you can lose money, let's talk about these risks of losing money, and they go something like this. First, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past, about 22 years ago. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let me go ahead and find my other machine over here real quick. There we go. And let's see what we've got going on this week. First, let's go ahead and go over to this one. There I am. Let's go ahead and take a look at the expert advisors I have available at MQL5. I'm going to put these on Trading Forex for Profit soon. We'll have an expert advisor page, which will link to here, where you can download and purchase these if you so desire. So far, 6 demos have been downloaded, and I haven't even promoted it yet on YouTube. I haven't even put out a video for it yet. I probably should. But this is my platform, or this is my page here. As you can see, it's me it's what I look like without a goatee, without the facial hair. But we've got 2 of them down here. We've got the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 5 and Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 4. Both of those are robust and work. They don't trade as much as you want to or as I would like to, but then again, the conditions for trades don't come together as much as I'd like to also. So in a very volatile ranging market, they work great. In slower markets, they do work. It just takes longer for them to trade because you're still waiting for specific events to take place. They are not a substitute for good practices while trading. They actually help you become a better trader because they're holding your feet to the fire to make sure you don't jump in where you should not be jumping into a market. So with that, let's go ahead and get out of go here and let's talk about, you guessed it, let's talk about Forex. Trading Forex for Profit. This is my site. This is the new Learn Hub, where we've got a series of questions and stuff like that. This is one article that we just put up a few minutes ago. I just put up a few minutes ago. All my personalities put up a few minutes ago. We also have a risk management section where we talk about risk management. We talk about interest rates. We talk about rate differentials. So we do have a lot of information on here too. We also have, if we go to the dashboard, this is where you can add your accounts. And these are actually my real accounts. Okay. The May's Trader Cup is done. I'm not involved in July's Trader Cup, and June's Trader Cup is nothing to talk about. There's one trade I was blown. Because I held on to the trade way too long. And that's something that you'll have to overcome is managing yourself while you're trading too. But these are my live accounts. Those balances are a little bit off, but because I'm late for adding account activity. But here's where you can add your account activity here to keep a manual record of what you're doing. We don't integrate with brokers yet. We are working on that yet. As we get bigger, we will do that. But right now, it is a free journal for you to come in and try. We could here you can add the journal, you can add your trades or upload your trades, as you like. Import your trades right here with either from DX Trade. You can copy and paste their platform into a CSV and then upload it, or just use manual CSV. And we should have need to put some instructions on there on how to build the manual CSV, because the headers have to be exact or else it won't upload correctly. So we do need a how-to page, how to import your trades. We also have performance right here. You can come down here and check out your account and see how you're doing. As you can see, it looks like I'm minus $692 out of 700. That's not necessarily true. Since 2022 or 2023, I think is when those were uploaded. And here's the mean reversion strategy and impulse. This is to be avoided. This is no strategy, just see an opportunity and jump in. To be avoided. Those are active strategies. And then this one, simple mean reversion strategy, working with 2.0 standard Bollinger Bands and RSI confirm, run by EA on MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. So those are the two strategies I'm working with right now. I've got several strategies I'm working with, but haven't formulated them in yet. We have news right here. We can see what news is coming up, or news that has happened, rather. Also have premium news right here you can check out if you're a premium subscriber. Then the economic calendar right here. We have Monday, tomorrow's calendar right here. We'll come back to that in just a few minutes. Pairs, and then of course we have billing is right here. You can start for free. Highly recommend it. Coming in, check it out. Try one account, and it gives you a basic risk calculator right here. It allows you to calculate your risk on all your trades. You also have advisory and high impact advisory active for Pro members. And Pro starts at $19 a month, and you also have a 7-day free trial on that. It doesn't say so here, but it really does. Thought we updated that. That's something else need to update, is get the Pro page, Pro panel, Pro dashboard billing section to say 7-day free trial. And then the same thing for premium. We're getting some more advanced commentary and premium news put together. And also some advanced analytics and archives. But right now we're building out the content for the main site to attract more traffic from search. It is a brand new site. I just got serious about this in January this year, so we're 6 months up. We're doing pretty well. But at any rate, with that, let's go ahead. We can always do better. We'd love to have you, so start for free. If you're looking for a good risk calculator and also to help you manage your risk better, as well as risk management tools, then by all means, try Trading Forex for Profit. It's free to start. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we're talking about next. We can get into the charts. So here it is, time for our weekly look ahead. This is where we look at everything on the weekly level, the 30,000 level, if you like, 30,000 foot level, and we'll kind of see if we can see some patterns that might be worth trading. I'm going to start out with Bitcoin because it is very popular. As I've already mentioned, I'm not into crypto. I don't do crypto. However, there are a lot of things that a lot of people are. So we will take a look at crypto real quick. BTC, Bitcoin is kind of teetering right there at the 62,007 level. It does look like it's going to breach 63,000 with much enthusiasm. It broke it a little bit at 63,112, it looks like. But it doesn't look like it's coming down anymore, like it's going to continue. Looks like volume is weakening, and 62.7 is where it's coming down to. I don't have a good, strong prognosis for this because, as you can see, it is down 50% from its highs. Is this weekly? Oh, this is the daily chart. Thought this chart looked a little weird. There we go. So we have, there we go. That looks better. Now we can see the change. So you can see it's down well over 50% right now off its highs, off its weekly high close. It's not. So it's got it to 126, I think. Yeah, 126 right now. It's sitting right at its 50% down spot. And the main level that we're looking at right here is this one, is 53,922. If it breaks 53, then it is it's going to be a long day for it. because the next support is going to be way down here at 43. So it's still $10,000 down, but we'll see what happens with that. Again, I'm not involved with Bitcoin. However, that is one that would definitely, if you don't risk any more than you can afford to lose on. Let's go with that. Let's go to the next US trade, US 10. Where'd it go? There it is. Here's the US 10. Looks like it had a big day. We don't a big week. We're not fond of the bond yields going up, because that means inflation is also going up. However, we're starting to see a little bit of a structure here that is showing an overall declining in tops. So that is good news for the American consumer, if you're looking for good news. The Japanese bond yields, however, are going up, which means that they've got some structural problems with their some economic structural problems. Starting with the 236 debt to GDP ratio. Hopefully that's eased off a little bit since the last time I looked it up, but last time I looked, it was still there at 2036. 236, which is they're bringing in almost 2.5 times what they're producing. That's not how life works. It does not. You can't do it with your bank account. I've tried, and it's bankruptcy is where it leads to. Here we're looking at the yen trade, or the yen carry trade. The US 10 versus the this is again daily. I want this in weekly, because we're looking at the weeklies. Here we have it looks like it's converging and getting tighter. However, this is the part where it was really tight right back here during the days of COVID, as it were. When I think they experimented with putting all the currency, or all the central bank interest rates at the same level. And the yen versus the dollar didn't really happen that much, but it is they are converging. Yes, they are not. The yen carry trade is not about to break down anytime soon. It is just, we're just not there yet. Japan would have to slam their interest rates up super high, and they don't have the economy to withstand that right now. It's would just be a sad day that happened. So we're not going to talk about that much anymore. We're going to come over here and save our layouts. And with that, let's go to the euro versus the pound is next. I had the euro versus the Swissy. It's just fun to watch, because this is the #1 carry trade in the world right now. The Australian dollar versus the Swissy. If you're looking for a carry trade, this might be what you're looking for, but I don't think so, because look at these rifts you got to survive. The Aussie has a 4.25% interest rate, if I remember correctly, and the Swiss National Bank is at 0. So in theory, this should always be going up. However, it's not. It's actually still below the 200-day moving average. So I would not treat this as a carry trade and hold on to it, because you are not a big bank. If you are a big bank and you are already trading the carry trade and just withstanding the ups and downs of the markets. But however, the average retail trader like we are does not happen. If you're an institutional trader watching this, you're probably not an institutional trader. You probably just think you are. There are a lot of people in the chat rooms that are like that are, oh, I'm an institutional trader. No, you're not, because your boss would not let you be in a chat room. You'd be fired and lose your $300,000 a year job, which you are just fantasizing that you have anyway. Here's the euro versus the Great British Pound. Off at 85.66. Friday was a really slow day, so you're going to see these numbers be very anemic. 85.66 is not a good spot for a lot of anything for this if you're trading this. But shows the Great British Pound is the British Pound is a lot stronger than the euro right now. Ow, got itchies all over me today. Let's see. DXY. DXY is an interesting story right here on the weeklies. It kind of came up to almost exceeded its 101 spot. That's really what it is. It says 101.98.99, but that's we'll call it 101. And then pulled right back down after the NYMEX jobs report we had on Thursday. So a lot of reaction to the jobs report. We'll see if the American economy is actually teetering a little bit. It could be, but probably not. Probably just weak jobs report. Did shows a very strong slowdown in summer hiring. Summer hiring used to be a big event in the United States, so when all the teenagers in high school rush out and go get jobs, but that is not happening right now. They may be making more money on their iPhones. I don't know. I don't know how what's going on with that. Euro versus the dollar, which is pretty much the inverse of the DXY, because it consists of 56%, 57% of the DXY, is not responding as well. It's pulled down a little bit, or it surged a little bit on Thursday, but not a whole lot to raise any alarm bells of any kind. It actually got above this support level right here at 114. So this might be a time to come into the euro on the long trade, on a macro type trade. Probably come in around, right now it's at 114.36, I think. Yeah, may want to come in about 114.60. I'm thinking 65. Those are places I like to come into trades. Then again, you also want to check out, and then just get braced for a long trade. I'm talking weeks before you get see it coming back up into this the 118 range, if it does at all. But I would actually wait for another candle, another daily candle, to see if it's going to support that or not. And this is just my opinion, not trading advice. I'm not actively involved in that trade right now, so we'll see. British pound, look at that. A lot more response to the jobs report on Thursday. Up to 133.50 on the dot almost. Swissy 80.36 coming down off its little ceiling right there at the 2025 daily high close of 81.04, and then popped right down below it after the NYMEX jobs report. 57,000 jobs. Dollar versus the yen right there. 116.37. Came way off it and then decided to that could be a turnaround candle. So we could start seeing some fallout from the jobs report and possibly some weaker numbers coming out. I'd like to see what FedNow looks like. So maybe we should look at FedNow. I mean GDPNow. With the Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank. GDPNow, let's see what it's saying. It's saying 1.2%. How about that? So the next update, the next release. So we're looking at a 1.2% GDP release date for some time. That's what GDPNow is saying right now. That we are having a little bit of a pullback in the economy. I don't know how much of one to. I don't know how much of one, but it is coming back a little bit. Net exports decreasing. Oh well, that's what we've got going on GDPNow. Maybe it's there, maybe not. I don't know, but we'll see if we're going to have a pullback in the yen pairs. Pound versus the yen, right there, 214.43. Not much of a pullback there. Very strong on the pound versus the yen. Euro versus the yen. Possible turnaround candle there. Could start seeing some strength in the euro versus the yen. Canadian versus the yen. Still showing some weakness, and then there's a lot of oil trade mechanics going along with that too. And the oil trade, look at that. Down under 70. We got a weekly low close. Under 70 at 68.78. That'll take some of the heat off the world economics. Dollar versus the CAD is right here. 142. Ooh, did break 142. So it surged against the Canadian, even though we had a weak jobs report here. They must have had a weaker one. Aussie versus the dollar, again, seeing some strength, Aussie strength against the US dollar. And then we have the precious metals. We have gold right here. Gold is starting to perk up a little bit at 41.75. A big increase right there of open to close, almost $100. Palladium right there at 16.51. And then again, oh, I'm sorry, platinum. Platinum at 16.51, 16.52, might as well. Starting to see a little bit of a turnaround there. Palladium, a little bit of 2 weekly green candles in a row. Could have a little turnaround there. And silver. Not quite the turnaround we're looking for, but it's silver does look nice. right now. I think silver's on sale if you ask me. 93.57 for the IGV, which is the U.S. Software sector. So we're seeing a strong resurgence in the software sector. Very, very big doji candle right there, which in my opinion does not matter as much with the with stocks, with individual stocks, because they're a lot more. It's a lot less volume. HubSpot up to 192. They're finally getting a little bit of a turnaround there. Well below anything they've been at in recent years. It's again the lowest they've been since 2020, since before the tech craze started. Pardon me, the AI craze started. So CRM, Salesforce right here. They're also looking for a turnaround. Intuit, I'm looking forward to canceling my Intuit subscription now that my company has officially been shut down. And then we have GoDaddy right here, 88.51, 184. And then Adobe. A lot of things going on in Adobe right now. Their CFO has resigned. Their CFO has stepped down. Their CEO will be stepping down as soon as they find someone to replace him or her. It's a lot of things going on at Adobe. Then again, their stock is off. There's the same pattern as HubSpot. Their stock is down to 195. And that's the lowest level it's been since 2019. So they're at a 7-year low on their stock right now. It's probably past due time to replace the CEO and the CFO. But the CEO and the CFO both leaving at the same time, it's very suspicious. So I would kind of avoid that stock, because I think you're going to see a lot of internal changes take place at Adobe. There are a lot of red flags over it. Upwork. Don't have any sympathy for Upwork. 155. It's hasn't hit their weekly low yet from 2023. However, I would applaud when it does. I'm done with Upwork, and I think you should be too. There, that's it. Dollar versus the Chinese yuan. Not really a whole lot going on there. Would not touch that stock. And then let's get into the big seven real quick. The Magnificent Seven plus SpaceX. Magnificent Seven is Google's not doing well. Or Google, well, yeah, it is. It's a big bearish engulfing. That's not a bearish engulfing candle. I don't know what that is. It's just a turnaround candle of some sort. Amazon 242.67. The only reason I go over these is because these are major driving forces in the world economy right now, because these are about the only 7 companies in the world that are actually making tons of money right now. Apple coming off. If you compare the Meta stock to let's see, 2022 was at 89. Now it's at 582. Compare this to let's say HubSpot, and take that same time frame, November 2022, they are down by 20% off that level. So 252 to 192, it's right at about, well, maybe 17% or something like that. Again, these are the only companies in the stock market these are what's holding up the indexes right now, which is kind of bizarre to me, but I don't make the rules. Microsoft, 162, off a little bit. Meta finished the week up, but was off on the day on Thursday. Nvidia, looking forward to find a little support right there at 194. Tesla, 393, and SpaceX right there, which is that's a weird weekly chart if I've ever seen one. Look at the extremes on that. But at any rate, it's a very low volume stock. I kind of avoid that one. So in the meantime, this is what we're looking at. We have a lot of news coming up. We have the British BOE governor speaks. Governor Bailey is speaking, and then we have, they're still speaking? It's not true. Let's go to the public site. That's what has already happened. So we have the, for our look ahead, we have, no, that's not it. What calendar? There we go. Here we go. We have the ISM Services PMI for the USD. Then we have the Tuesday, July the 7th. We have the Governor Bailey speaking again. Have the Ivy PMI from Canada, and then New Zealand decides on their rate, on their interest rates. They're looking for a bump to 250. And the rate statement right there. And then the press conference to follow. FOMC Minutes comes out July the 8th. That'll be exciting. And then the nothing burger called unemployment claims. New Zealand is having a bank holiday on Thursday, and then Friday, Canadian unemployment change and Canadian unemployment rate. I saved that for last because there's not a whole lot of news going on, not a whole lot of anything to move the markets this next week, and the American market will be having kind of a hangover over their. I expect kind of a volume hangover in the New York sessions. I expect them to be fairly light. However, the London session looks like it might be a little bit perky. So with that, that is about all I've got for today. Oh yeah, let's look at Fedwatch real quick. Let's refresh this real quick, see what's happening. We're still looking at a 82.4% chance of a, no, 78% chance of a hold, and a 21% chance of a hike, 22% chance of a hike. So we'll see if that happens on July the 29th. Because they've decided to withhold guidance. So we'll see what happens with that. But that is, I should have done those first, but I didn't. I did them last. It'll be okay. So with that's all I've got for today. If you like this channel, then by all means hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And also, if you want to send me a direct message, then the best way to do that is do it in the comment section. So with that, that's all I got for today. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.